been so funny to see people reenacting Taylor dancing to the Grammys, particularly with Kendrick. But if you're a Swiftie and if you're a Kendrick fan like me, like you know that this girl has loved this man for so many years. I remember back in 2014 when she topped the charts and she did this video rapping the backseat freestyle. It was on her Instagram, it's not on there anymore. And need I remind you the Bad Blood remix and the re-record that they just recently had to do in the past year or so? They've been fans of and friends with each other for years, but let's talk about the not like us part of it, the component that she was dancing to that song in particular. So as we know, Kendrick won for Record of the Year and it was Not Like Us, and I feel like she would have danced no matter what song it would have been, but the fact that she's kind of a little teensy bit intertwined in the drama is kind of interesting to me as well, and the fact that she was dancing to it like a lot of people were, but the fact that her name has literally been dropped in Drake and Kendrick's disses is just really interesting to me. Who's to say where these two stand current day, but I feel like this was like the peak of their friendship, like the 2016-ish days when she was going to a couple of his birthday parties and whatever, and they had the Apple commercial, you know. You haven't really seen much of them lately, and then like technically the very last thing that Drake said was nice about her, but before it was you know, she's the biggest gangster in the music industry right now on the Taylor Made freestyle, but before that there was a little shade thrown, I feel like. When Drake released the song Push Ups last year, he used the fact that Kendrick was on Swift's song as a diss to show that he was more mainstream, because Kendrick, rightfully so, thinks that believes that he's avant-garde, and he is. But, you know, Drake had to bring it down a few notches. But as a Swiftie and as Taylor Swift, that is a diss, sir. And I remember in November 2022 when 21 Savage and Drake dropped Her Loss, and I mean, they filled up a bunch of spots on the charts, but of course Miss Swift had to take the #1 with Anti-Hero. And what does Drake do? He blocks it, he discredits her, and he goes, 21 Savage, congrats. That was so shady. So seemingly it feels like she's a bigger Kendrick fan anyway, and if they're also on better terms than she and Drake are, I mean, I don't blame her. I'll be shaking my ass too. Hey, we got some hilarious content.